Hello, my friend. There are three things we're about to talk about. Three things you value most about our Genius community. The three things. Three
Okay.
things. Three little piggies. Because there's always three.
Oh, listen to the
Three.
Irish. Oh, you do Irish so well.
What are the three? What are the
Three.
three things? Welcome to Topic Talk this week, my friend. This is where we talk about the topics that matter to you. And this week's topic is being just brought to life by the absolutely incomparable supporter, lead support crew member, Nicola. Hey!
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks, you're too kind, Cal.
Oh, too kind, too real. Nicola, thank you so much for being with us again in this series where we're talking about support crew. Even in my own life, like, yes, I've had a stroke, but I support lots of people in my life we all wear different hats. And sometimes, you're a mother. You might find that you're in a role where you're suddenly part of someone's pit crew, their support crew. And so really this week, I wanted to continue on from a lot of the things we've been talking about in the previous weeks, where we've really sort of unpacked together what are some of the challenges and the strategies of how we become better as not only a person, but as someone's support crew, to really to open that dialogue with one another. But while we're having that dialogue with one another, I really want to know from a support crew point of view, something very special to our community. As a brilliant mind, as someone who has experience as a mother, as a nurse, as a key support crew member, and someone who's quite a staunch advocate when it comes to equity and amazing sort of basically human rights. What are the three things that you value the most about our Genyus community?
Oh, there's so many. And I think I was saying to you before when we were chatting,
Yeah.
I think for me, it changes every time I meet with you. I meet with Saran. I go to a coffee club. I engage online with the community.
I feel like I should probably say, sorry to cut you off. I should probably say, it doesn't, like, I've said three things that you value most. If you're like, I also value that I get nothing from this community. That's also, well, it's maybe not quite a value, but like maybe you learn something about yourself by not getting something. But there's no need to feel like you have to blow up our ties. But I'm really interested to know, as a support crew member, I'm really interested to know, what is the value for you as a support crew member?
I finally got somewhere to be where people understand what is important to me day to day, having had a daughter who's had a stroke, because I haven't really ever been anywhere to speak to other parents and other people other than with the Young Stroke Project in an informal, social, supportive, safe, space where I could be myself. And I think that's really important. So it's not being Beth's mum, it's being Nicola.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So wow. I didn't, just so you know, if you're watching, I did not pay for that. I did not pay to play. That just came out of Nicola's mind by herself.
Yeah, I think it is that, Cal. I think number one is that I can be me here and I can be myself, and with all its raw, silly, and authentic and genuine me, which is lovely. So I feel safe to be that person here, which is awesome. So that's number one, I think. And I think for me, it's been a place where it's really thought-provoking, like the topic talks that I've listened to, the engagement, being in coffee club with so many wonderful people from all over the world. I mean, that in itself is a rare privilege. And for me to be there as a support person with young stroke survivors and people who have acquired brain injury, I always loved being with those people when I was a nurse, and I've missed that because I'm not working and I'm not nursing in that space. So I feel like I've gone back to a place that just it fills my cup. We talked about that, but it makes me feel joy and it makes me learn, be curious, and share wisdom with others. But what I've had in return, I don't think I ever could have comprehended. So it's been amazing.
Wow. And what would you say? That's beautiful. So safe space, robust
Yeah,
conversation and connections.
conversation.
What would be the third thing that you value the
Um,
most?
I think being able to come as often or as little,
Oh,
yeah. So there's weeks where you might need that company and that conversation more than other weeks, but there's no burden with you to feel, oh no, I've got to go and I've got to be there. It's not about that. It's truly, it speaks truly to you about the community. It's a community and it's a place to come. And but it's on your terms and it's not structured and it's not formal, it's real, and it's about real people and real life, so you can make it work, whenever you want to make it work. So, and you know what, I think
yeah.
it was the cycle of giving and receiving. I wrote that down. Like, I hope I can give and share, and if that helps one person, because I've said something that might connect or resonate, but then also what I've received and what you connect with and what you resonate with is really powerful, and it's very emotional. So I think, that means it hits you where it's meant to hit you, which is in the heart. So I think it's good. So much about recovery and what happens for us all in this space is it is a heart place. So for me, this is a heart place. It's good for
Oh,
you.
there we go. Thank you, Nicola. No, that's beautiful. I had to write some notes down just as you were going because I love that sense of feeling safe, that robust
Yeah.
conversation. So safe conversation. And then what I got out of that last piece that you talked about, the value you got, actually really is talking about accessibility. You're
Yes.
talking about trying to find that safe space for robust conversation in an accessible way. So accessibility isn't just about the physical infrastructure, the built environments that we talk about. That's the baseline of what we should be operating with in the world and what we want to aspire to have. And we'll get that through co-design with people with lived experience. But
Yeah.
it's also like it's accessible in the sense that it's on your time. If there's a spot there's where we're always there. And speaking of that, this is probably a great opportunity to do a little cheeky plug about something that you have actually helped pilot in our community, Nicola.
Yeah. Yeah. So what
Yeah,
support group?
go. Yeah, tell us
Oh, I was
what
like, yeah, it is
what.
that.
No, yeah, well, totally. So what is that thing that you
Yeah.
have helped pilot?
The first support crew coffee club. So
Yes.
yeah, I know that I keep forgetting that is something that, yeah, we've made it happen, which is just wonderful. So somewhere I never had an opportunity to go to meet people, you all have now, which that makes my heart sing. And I think you can come along, and I found as well, Genius offers you a place where you can be honest, but honest with yourself and honest with others. You don't have to pretend you're having a good day. You don't have to pretend you're having a fantastic day. It's whatever it is, but you can celebrate when you're feeling awesome as well. And people want to celebrate with you.
Oh
So
my gosh. I tell
they
you
do.
what, I'm going to have to FedEx you some money or Venmo or whatever you call it because that is so. No, actually, I mean, that's me being facetious. That is so wonderful to know that for you as a support crew, that our space, it's always been intended that this is our space. We're all touched by trauma in some way. And actually, the truth is that everybody in the world is touched by trauma now because we're all experiencing COVID. So it's
Yeah.
maybe we've got different roles to play and different types of impacts of trauma, but the collective wisdom that we've got when we come together as what you said, Nicola, a community in a safe space to have those discussions, that makes my heart sing. So to know that it's there for you is exactly why we've started our community. So thank you, Nicola.
Oh, thank you. And I can't wait to meet you all.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's it. Nicola and I now want to know really for you. We want to know what are those three nuggets that you've got of value out of being part of our community. You can tell us by making a comment below. You can make your own post. You can do whatever you want. You can create a live about it. Either way, we want to know what are those three things that you find most valuable about our Genius community. Let us know
Down
down
here.
below.